Hello and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, nice to meet you. My name is Reija and I'm a huge makeup, skincare and especially colorful makeup addict, as you can see from the look today. So today we are reviewing not reviewing, this is second look that I did with this palette. I'm of course going to follow up after I've used it a bit more in mini reviews. So this is the Lethal Cosmetics and Theresa is Dead YouTuber collab. The palette name is Theresa is Lethal. This is the second collab they did. And this is the palette, and here are the close-ups and swatches. Okay, so this is the look that we did today with it, and if you want to see how I did this look, then please keep on watching. We also have the purple blush from the collection that we are testing. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you every new upload. And let's go put some makeup on. Okay, let's begin with the makeup. So, as you saw from the title and intro, I'm using the Lethal Cosmetics and Theresa is Dead, Theresa is Lethal eyeshadow palette, which came little over a week ago, Friday. And this is the palette. And today I'm planning to use the pink and then the dark purple and gray, possibly this one, and then this shimmer. This will be my second look with this palette. I'm so annoyed that I didn't film the first look. It turned up so nice, but it's too late now. So I'm so badly organized. I can't sleep again because, so if I sound a bit tired, that's the reason. Okay. I'm just thinking what kind of brush should I use in the front. Let's use this one. This is from Morphe. It doesn't have a name. It's from a set. I Obsessed, I think. And I'll take the pink. It's called Pew Pew. I'm not sure yet. Shall I do a cut crease or will I just put the shimmer on top? And yes, I know this is again quite similar look, but I haven't been feeling well lately, and I had a huge fight of my painkillers, which I finally got after a week almost yesterday. I want to do something quite simple. I need to clean my mirror. So this pink is a bit lighter than I thought it would be, but I think it will go anyway. You know, I like little shadows, so this is not a no-brainer for you that I like this palette. The shimmers, the silver shimmer, oh my god. it's like I can like shine to the moon and back kind of shade. I used it on the inner corner on the first look that I did. Yeah, I had it was so weird. I put my painkiller recipe to be renewed on not last but before that Thursday to be renewed. I'm taking 230 Lux pencil from Chesup. I am affiliated with Chesup. You get 15% off. I'll put the code in the screen and in the description box also, alongside with my all other affiliated links. I didn't hear about it, and the next week on Tuesday I called there because I was running out of my new medicine, and they were like, yeah, we'll take care of it. We'll put a note to the doctor that it's urgent, and nothing happened. I called again Wednesday, same thing, and then nothing happened. Then I called to them, and kind of like an emergency, but not like an ER. And their doctor, it was my painkillers and the medicine for my restless feet. So their doctor said that he can renew the painkiller medicine because it's opiate and they can't do it in the over a phone, or sort of say. And he renewed that restless feet medicine, and then I called to the health center again on Thursday. By the way, I was using the shade Plutonian. So then I called to the health center again on Thursday. Then she said she will take it to the leading doctor there, the biggest doctor there. And she gave me a recipe with 20 of those painkillers because it was assigned for another doctor already, so she couldn't do anything about that recipe. So yeah, so and then she wrote to the info that I will write one extra of that painkiller so that the patient can cope until the original recipe is renewed. So then on Saturday I got a text message from the recipe center that neither, not the painkiller or the restless feet medicine was renewed, and I was like starting to get desperate, really. And this is something that I anticipated because my long-term, like 20 years of doctor retired a little while ago. So I was kind of afraid that this medicine will be a problem with me, especially because I have been addicted to opiates. But I've been eating these now for 3 years without any problems, and it's very low dosage. So then yesterday I went to the health center. I decided to change the health center. I was using the same that I was using before we moved here. And then I decided I can change to the local health center. Someone woke up. I took a clean brush. This is Jesop 227. I'm trying to blend the edge. Then I was there yesterday, and before some doctor had written that I have gotten the recipe. It's been renewed 1st of October. And like yesterday they told me that it is being renewed 1st of October. And I was like, no, it hasn't. It definitely hasn't. And I showed my version of the recipe center. And then they saw there that I haven't gotten it, and they started to investigate. So there was this weird problem. I'm going through the shades a bit. That the recipe was renewed 1st of October, but I didn't go through to the recipe center, so I didn't get it. But for them, it showed that it's been renewed, and that there hasn't been bought any medicine from the recipe. But then when they checked further, they noticed that it says that there's 0 medicine to be bought that you can buy. That was the like. So of course, because of my background also, they were thinking that I'm lying, that I haven't gotten that recipe. But yeah, it got fixed up. But really it took a week to get my prescription medicine. And I was without a medicine a couple of days. And that's the reason why I went there yesterday, because I didn't want to be without my painkillers again. So yeah, that kind of story this week. And with my mental health at the moment, I really didn't need that. I don't actually like this brown with it in here, so I'll try to blend this gray. But yeah, I finally got the painkillers yesterday, and the relief. I think I need to cheat a bit, because that brown doesn't suit there. Do I have white somewhere? Not in this one. Oh yeah, my bright mattes is here. There should be something that I can blend this a bit more. I'm going to make this edge sharp, so I'm not really worried about that edge. I'm going back and forth with these shades now until I am happy. This Theresa's Lethal palette magnet is so strong, the closing magnet, that I'm getting annoyed of it because it doesn't open easily. I'm just going, like I said, this is the darkest shade. I have forgotten to tell you the shade names, by the way. So this is the darkest shade in the palette, called Plutonian. And then the gray is called Space Duster. And those are the three mattes from this palette that I used. And I used white from the Beauty Bay Bright Mattes. The third shade is the Pew Pew. This pink is so pretty. Like, it works very well with these grays. I'm actually surprised. It's like a pastel pink. I like this contrast. No. Wrong shade. I'm using the pink now. So these are a bit powdery, but that's normal for Lethal. And they have a huge amount of pigment then. Okay, I think I'm not going to do a cut crease. I'll just put the shimmer on top. So let's see. Let's take Chess Up. No, that's not Chess Up. Well, let's take this one. This is Hey Shorty from Beauty Bay. And the setting spray to wet. And the shade Space Trash. This is like really pretty, like blue to pink. Not sure is this duo or multichrome. Look at that. Wow. That's so pretty. I will try to look the is this multi or duochrome when I do before I do my review. So pretty, but I still feel like it needs something more. What do you think? It's not like an ultimate sparkle shade. I think I'm gonna add a purple glitter liner from W7 to this. I just want a little more sparkle, you know. Or we'll see. Could add some gems or something too. Then I'm gonna take the... Oh, seriously, I'm losing my mind with this palette because it doesn't open. I'm gonna take the darkest shade again and blend the edge. Oh, sorry. And then I'll take a bit of the gray. Then I go back with the shimmer because it went a bit too small. then I'm going to take the pink again because it got a bit lost. So I'll add more. I have to take the shimmer so high because I have hooded eyes and they'll disappear if I don't put them high enough. Okay. That's most of the eye look done. I'm gonna go do my makeup. I'll come back to do the blush with you because I have the blush from this collection and lower lash line and in the corner and such, but we'll see you in a bit. Okay, we can do the lower lash line and the blush now. I decided to add some glitter liner from W7. This is Galaxy Glam Metal Flash glitter liner in the shade Nebula. It's this kind of purple. So I added it at the line of the purple and the shimmer, and then I did the wing and I put this liner on top of the wing too. So the lower lash line, I was thinking I'll do the dark purple called Plutonian and then blend it out with the pink. So this and this. And we'll see what happens. I maybe need... I'm such a mess. I'm gonna take this kind of brush. This is from Shellas. It doesn't have a name. So this is very flat brush, so I can get it very close to the lash line. I'm sorry if you can't see. I'm out of... Maybe I'll need to start better. Moving the camera to make it easier for you to see what I'm doing. So I'm just... My boyfriend woke up, so I'm gonna do this. My boyfriend, partner. I'm gonna do this quick and then I'll keep a break before I film the intro and outro. Okay, then I'll clean the brush a bit with my color switch and then we'll take the pink and blend this out. It turns into purple when I use it like this. I used pink in my waterline also. And here you can also see what it looks like without lashes. I have just mascara on. I used the She Glam pink, Color Crush pink eyeliner pencil, but I can't remember the name. But I'll of course link everything that I can in the description box. So then we have the blush. I bought the purple blush, this one. Let me see what was it called. Cryostasis. I don't know how to spell that. So it's a purple blush. I'm gonna take some brush that I don't. This is a Beauty Bay Contour Queen actually, but let's use it for the blush. This is very pigmented, so need to be careful. And this is shimmery, that it has a sheen. So you don't necessarily need a highlighter with this if you don't want to use. Yeah, it's really pigmented. Oops. use my powder brush and powder to blend it a bit. I'm using my Eclipse powder, blur powder packed in shade 13. You see, I'm starting to hit the pan. So here's the blush. It is purple, and on some skin tones it might look like a bruise. So I suggest being careful with it. But yeah, I'm gonna finish the makeup now, and I'll come back with the finished look and the review part. And you will see the other look that I have done with this palette in the meanwhile. Okay, here is the finished look today. I decided to wear my new earrings from Glitter Shop. These are like an Halloween earrings, pumpkin face in a heart. Wait a second, I forgot to put the lip gloss. Let's put the lip gloss. So I used an Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade 90 Huntress, which is gray lipstick, and then I add this gloss, and I don't mind this gloss going dirty because I don't use it that much. I didn't want to use the Colourpop one because that I would have had to go through my hand. There. Okay, so this was Isadora moisturizing lip gloss with jojoba oil in the shade 40 Purple Deluxe. Okay, so this is the finished look now. And first of all, let's talk about the blush. So this is the blush. The other blush that is in the collection, this is in the shade Cryostasis. So it is shimmery to the point that you don't need to use an highlighter if you don't want to. I used highlighter because I want to shine to the moon and the back, like Theresa. But yeah, this is with purple blushes, you need to be careful not to make it look like you have bruise on your face, and for some people the purple blushes just don't work. This is my third purple blush, and I really like it. I've been using it only a couple times, but I'll keep using it and come back with the review. Of course, I have other little blush, and I really like the formula, so I don't think there's nothing except that is that blush is shimmery, and I have matte blush from Lethal. Okay, then let's talk about the palette. You know I love Lethal shadows. They are a bit powdery, which is normal, but normal for Lethal, but it also means they have a lot of pigment, and I still don't get tons of fallout. But if you don't like powdery eyeshadows, then this probably isn't for you. So I have done 2 looks now. This look I used the shade Plutonian and Pew Pew and Space Duster, and then a white from another palette. And then this space trash on my lid. I actually forgot to look that is it that multi or let me see actually where do I have the sleeve here. Yeah, this doesn't say. So this is pressed powder palette. But we are in EU, so everything is approved here. We don't have that that some pigments aren't approved, like in the US the FDA haven't approved everything. But this is pressed powder palette, which means that if you are in USA, there's probably some shade that is considered eye safe in USA. But in Europe they are. What? My lamp came into the screen. Stay away. Stay away. Okay. So yeah, for the other look I used Plutonian again. Then I used Specimen 3 and Venus Envy. And then Hive Mind and TV Dinner, which actually reminds me I didn't use a brow bone highlighter or inner corner, so let's do that now. I want to use the silver again so you can see that it's amazing and so sparkly. See? It's like really amazing and blinding. Also, the reason why I didn't do very extreme look was because my son has his parkour class today and I don't want to look like a clown when I'm not a clown, but you know, I don't want to go overboard when I go there because I don't Leo is used to me having weird makeup on. It's not a problem, but I don't want that other kids start to tease him because of how I look. So yes, this is quite extreme for many people, but it's not that extreme for me. So yeah, but the palette is really beautiful. Color story, it comes in a sleeve. The sleeve has the ingredients in it, but the palette doesn't. And I don't know, are these magnet depopable, because there's no holes in the back of this, so they probably aren't. Also, these shades aren't in sale as a singles, and I think I watched Theresa's video yesterday in where she said that there's not a lot of stock left, but I'm not sure are they going to restock if they sell out. I don't know, probably they will, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I like this color story and I'm really happy that I bought this palette. It is more expensive palette, but that's expectable. Lethal isn't the cheapest brand, and also it's collab with Theresa instead, so of course it's going to be a bit more expensive. If you like this color story, then yeah, I would recommend it. I have plenty of looks in my head that I could do with this. It's very versatile, and surprisingly, this darkest shade, Plutonian, it works with every shade in the palette. It works with the greens, it works with the gray, it works with the pink, it works with every matte in this palette as a darker shade. So yeah, that's like all. I'm really glad that Pasi bought it to me. Pasi is my partner, and yes, if you like the color story, then yeah, it is worth the price. Let's say it that way. But yeah, that's all today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new upload. And thank you for watching, and hopefully we will see you very soon. Bye!